Welcome to another episode of The Pickpocket. Here at The Pickpocket, we utilize the NBA category and the Fanduel app to help you win money. Be sure to follow us on Twitter. Also, be sure to like, subscribe to the channel, follow our Twitter to stay up to date with any roster moves, /players sitting, and games postponed. DM us for a wildcard lineup. Top 5 from tonight's slate by position. At the point guard, we got Luka. At the shooting guard, we got James Harden. Small forward, we got Kevin Durant. Power forward, we got Anthony Davis. And at the center position, we got Jokic. All right, new format. We have decided that we want to try and combine the old format with the new format. We are providing lineups as usual, and we will have an analysis. However, we are going to include per position slides, so be sure to read the description next to the icon. These will help you because we are going through analysis on lineups. Only players that will receive an icon will be included. Some guys won't receive any, and that will just mean it's pointless to have them. If they aren't included, they probably won't be playing much in that game. And here are the icons. Feel free to take a picture of the screen. You're going to see these icons throughout this presentation next to the players' names. Very important. All right, just like this screen, so be sure to look at the icons. A lot of great players here, a lot of important icons. Also here. So be sure to look at these icons. Unfortunately, I can't talk about every single one of these players, but these icons will do all the work for you. All right, mock lineup number 1. If you are new to this channel, these mock lineups, feel free to use 90% of these mock lineups we provide for you guys. And substitute players so you see fit to get your own taste to your own lineup. Mock lineup number 1. Pack night. Simmons versus Detroit is too easy to pass up. They allowed him to pretty much do anything and everything last game. DeJounte Murray came back strong. No defense versus point guards is inviting. Ellington has been great since starting. He's seen no less than 20 FDP. Graham should bounce back from a subpar performance yesterday. Robinson and Harris will be great fill-ins for this game as they both feed off the attention given to stars. Tatum will be making his first start and won't be on a restriction. Chicago is the best opponent to come back on for a player like him. Porzingis is climbing in price but worth it. Ask yourself, who will stop him on Denver? Wiseman was solid in his last performance. We are confident as long as Cat doesn't make a surprise appearance, this will be a great game for him. All right, be sure to look at the symbols. The symbols will do all the explaining here. Also this page as well, the symbols will do all the explaining for each and every one of these players. All right, hitter by position lineup. Kyrie and Bam are stars in what should be another good game. Bam benefits from no defense. Kyrie benefits from having KD and Harden on his team. Morris is great for fill-in. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander against Portland's poor defense and team. He's by far their best player and most likely to do almost everything in this game. Jaylen Brown versus Chicago, same as Tatum. You're just hoping they don't smash them too early. McDermott has been super solid for that salary. Ride with him while he's hot. Draymond Green will be the biggest benefit of no true big from Minnesota with his ability to do everything outside of scoring. Adams is filling in for you, but should be solid versus San Antonio. All right, here's another page. These players are all very good players. Be sure to look at the symbols and look at the description of the symbols. Same here as well. Feel free to pause the video. All right, late heavy lineup. Steph and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander will do some heavy lifting in the late games as both their opponents don't do well guarding their respective positions. Beasley will probably have to fill in for Russell if he does sit. So he should produce his average or higher FDP. Covington and Cantor will probably equal in FDP to what Lillard will have by himself, but they also cost about what he does combined. Green has been great in his role as a power forward in the small ball lineup for Brooklyn. Fournier was above his average last night. You can count on that again tonight, as he will probably have to score more with Gordon possibly sitting. Marcus Smart is that third scorer, as Kemba Walker will be out. DeJounte Murray is another late game player we consider a hitter, especially against New Orleans. Here's another lineup for you guys. Be sure to pause. Here's more players with symbols. Be sure to pause and look at the symbols and look at the description of the symbols. Early heavy lineup. So basically this lineup is early heavy. We got a lot of guys in the early games and got 2 guys in the late games. This is a really solid lineup here. Be sure to look at these players at the center position. 2 most expensive. All right, in this lineup, you got Luka and Jokic as the 2 most expensive players. We did our best to surround them with just enough. Brogdon will be facing a Lowry-less Toronto. Good luck, Toronto. Steph Curry was doing a little of everything versus Detroit last game. We anticipate to prevent from foul trouble again. They'll double Embiid, leaving this sniper open. Devin Vassell is a sleeper. We just think he would benefit from playing a poor defensive team. Dort versus Portland should open up decent FDP. Portland is off a back-to-back as well. PJ Washington is looking at playing against Orlando without Gordon. Vanderbilt has been well in his extended minutes. Player per game lineup. LeBron at home, we like it. Hardaway over Luka or Porzingis for salary purposes. Holiday hasn't been himself, leading to McDermott playing much better, but he's still playing strong minutes. Tough to turn that down. Baisley concerns us because of his decline, but it's against Portland that should provide plenty opportunity for him. Consistent players lineup. This lineup helps you most. We provided players who have stayed within the FDP or slightly more or less in recent games. This lineup can definitely be altered. We suggest you consider looking to swap around centers because the better ones cut into your salary. And with a big slate like this, not sure you want to spend so high on a player who isn't going to exceed their average. That's key to tonight. If you are spending high, they will need to exceed their FDP average. Spending high is anything above 8K. And this is the last lineup we have for you guys. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, we need more subs. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to like and share the video. And thank you for choosing another episode of the Pickpocket DFS.